Hi, everybody. This is Zen Honeycutt of Moms Across America, and I just wanted to take a moment to draw your attention to some really devastating news from Germany. I'm going to share that screen with you now. This article came out today, and what it says is that the insects have declined dramatically in a German nature reserve where they can, study these insects for over the past 27 years. And they found an average decline in the insect population of 76%, with the effects appearing worse in the summer, of course, heat, right, which has been on the increase. And the fact is that these flying insects are decreasing at such a high rate in a large area that this is a very alarming discovery. They don't know exactly what is causing this, but they do note that that the nature reserves are encircled by farm fields and that pesticides could be to blame. As entire ecosystems are dependent on insects for food and pollinators, it places the decline of insect-eating birds and mammals into a new context. So, they know that pesticides have a negative impact, and that one of them is obviously the decline of insects. Now, I know a lot of you don't like insects and wouldn't care about insects, but I'd ask you to consider this very important fact, that history has shown that there have been 5 mass extinctions on our planet, that if it's gotten to almost Mars-like climate, either cold or hot, 5 times on our planet. And all of those times, what survived? The insects. And if we are now killing off over 76% of the insects around chemical farming, around our agriculture system, how do we think we're going to survive? We can't. We cannot keep doing this to ourselves. If we're killing off the insects, we're killing off ourselves. The insects are the canary in the coal mine. And the problem is that coal miners, which are the chemical producers in this scenario, are making way too much money to care. Now, if we, the people, the consumers, the eaters, if we stop buying the coal, if we stop buying the foods that are sprayed with these toxic chemicals that are killing not only the pests, but ourselves, then this whole system will fail. And now, look, we don't want failure for businesses. We don't want people to lose their jobs. We want them to do something which doesn't kill us. We want people to choose jobs that don't hurt other people's children or their own children. We want people to have jobs that don't poison the planet, that don't poison the water, that don't poison the air. So we are asking every farmer out there that's using toxic chemicals to stop. We are asking every single food producer that's buying food that has residue levels of glyphosate on it to stop. We don't want glyphosate, we don't want dicamba, we don't want 2,4-D, we don't want atrazine, we don't want any of these toxic chemicals on our food. They've been proven to be carcinogens, to be endocrine disruptors, to be neurotoxins, to cause liver disease, to cause all kinds of problems. There's no reason for any of these to be in our food. So I'm drawing this article to your attention to have people be aware that if we are killing off the insects, the most resilient species on our planet, then what are we doing to ourselves? We are killing ourselves, folks, and we pray that the EU at least has the sense next week to revoke the license of glyphosate, to not reapprove it. I know some of them are thinking about doing a 5-year phase out. Guys, we don't have 5 years for some people. For some people, tomorrow is going to be the day when their child eats oatmeal that has 1.67 parts per million of glyphosate in it. And it destroys their immune system, or it could cause neurological effects, or it could contribute to liver disease, or it could cause reproductive issues. So down the line, they may or may not be able to reproduce. We don't know the totality of the effect on our children. We do know the American Academy of Pediatrics does say that they are the most vulnerable to pesticides and herbicides, and we should be limiting their exposure. But instead, we're not. Most chemical farmers are just using another chemical like dicamba, which has been banned in 3 or 4 states. So this whole system has got to stop. And I'm asking you, anyone who has any friends in the EU, to please reach out to them this week and to show them the data on our website, show them the scientific studies, show them the testimonials that we have in our different blogs, and let them know that Moms Across America urges, implores, pleads, beseeches the European citizens and Parliament to revoke the license of glyphosate now. Don't wait. Don't wait one more minute. Don't wait one more day, because you don't know what can happen to your children if you do. We do. 1 out of 2 of our children in America are sick. 1 out of 2 of our males and 1 out of 3 of our females are expected to get cancer. 1 out of 5 of our people in America have mental illness. 1 out of 6 of our children have learning disabilities in our schools. And 1 out of 10 of Americans have liver disease. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. 8-year-olds are getting liver disease. And when your liver doesn't function, a whole lot of other things can go wrong in your body. Cancer and toxicity in the brain, neurological problems, autism symptoms, all kinds of things. So we are begging you, please, Europe, revoke the license of glyphosate. Do not phase it out even. Just immediately stop the use of glyphosate in Europe. Protect your children, protect your wildlife, protect your families, and protect your communities, and say no to glyphosate. Thank you so much.